Woe to the stubborn children, declares Yahweh, to make counsel, but not from me, and to devise plans, but not of my spirit, in order to add sin to sin. Who are setting out to go down to Mitzrayim, and have not asked my mouth, to be strengthened in the strength of Pharaoh, and to seek refuge in the shadow of Mitzrayim. And the strength of Pharaoh shall become your shame, and the refuge in the shadow of Mitzrayim your confusion. For his princes were at Soan, and his messengers came to Hanes. They were all ashamed of a people who do not profit them, not for help or profit, but a shame and also a reproach. The message concerning the beasts of the south, through a land of trouble and distress, from which came the lioness and lion, the adder and fiery flying serpent, they convey their riches on the backs of young donkeys, and their treasures on the humps of camels, to an unprofitable people. Even Mitzrayim, whose help is vain and empty, therefore I have called her Rahab Hemshebeth. And go, write it before them on a tablet, and inscribe it on a scroll, that it is for a latter day, a witness forever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children who refuse to hear the Torah of Yahweh. Who say to the seers, do not see, and to the prophets, do not prophesy to us what is right. Speak to us what is smooth, prophesy deceits. Turn aside from the way, swerve from the path, cause the set-apart one of Yisrael to cease from before us. Therefore thus said the set-apart one of Yisrael, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and rely on them. Therefore this crookedness is to you like a breach ready to fall, a bulge in a high wall, whose breaking comes suddenly, swiftly. And he shall break it like the breaking of the potter's vessel, which is broken in pieces, without sparing, so that there is not found among its fragments assured to take fire from the hearth, or to take water from the cistern. For thus said the Master Yahweh, the set-apart one of Yisrael, in returning and rest you are saved, in stillness and trust is your strength. But you would not. And you said, no, for we flee upon horses, therefore you flee, and we ride on swift horses, therefore those who pursue you are swift. 1,000 flee at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of 5 you shall flee until you are left as a pole on top of a mountain and as a sign on a hill. And therefore Yahweh shall wait, to show you favor, and therefore he shall be exalted, to have compassion on you. For Yahweh is an Elohim of right ruling. Blessed are all those who wait for him. For the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem, you shall weep no more. He shall show much favor to you at the sound of your cry. When he hears, he shall answer you. Though Yahweh gave you bread of adversity and water of affliction, your teacher shall no longer be hidden, but your eyes shall see your teacher. And your ears hear a word behind you, saying, this is the way, walk in it, whenever you turn to the right, or whenever you turn to the left. And you shall defile the covering of your graven images of silver, and the plating of your molded images of gold. You shall throw them away as a menstrual cloth, and say to them, begone. And he shall give the rain for your seed with which you sow the ground, and bread of the increase of the earth. And it shall be fat and rich, your cattle grazing in an enlarged pasture in that day. And the oxen and the young donkeys that work the ground eat seasoned fodder winnowed with shovel and fan. And on every high mountain and on every high hill there shall be rivers and streams of waters, in the day of great slaughter, when the towers fall. And the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun, and the light of the sun be sevenfold, as the light of 7 days, in the day that Yahweh binds up the breach of his people and heals the wound of his blows. See, The name of Yahweh is coming from afar, burning with his wrath and heavy smoke. His lips shall be filled with rage, and his tongue be as a devouring fire. And his breath shall be as an overflowing stream, which reaches up to the neck, to sift the nations with a sieve of falsehood and a misleading bridle on the jaws of the peoples. Let the song be to you as in a night set apart for a festival and gladness of heart, as he who is going with a flute to come into the mountain of Yahweh, to the rock of Yisrael. And Yahweh shall cause his excellent voice to be heard and show the coming down of his arm, with raging wrath and the flame of a consuming fire, with scattering, downpour, and hailstones. For through the voice of Yahweh Ashur is broken down, with a rod he smites. And every passage of the ordained staff which Yahweh lays on him shall be with tambourines and lyres, when he shall fight with it, battling with a brandishing arm. For Topheth was ordained of old, even for the sovereign it has been prepared. He has made it deep and large, its fire pit with much wood. The breath of Yahweh, as a stream of burning sulfur, is burning in it.